Table manners are incredibly important for making a good impression and showing to others around the dining table that you respect them. If you have a summer event coming up or a holiday and you don't want to make any etiquette faux pas, this video has been made just for you. If you're at an event and you're sitting next to someone who you don't know, then it's polite to introduce yourself and share a little bit about why you're there. Allow the other guests to also do the same. Show an interest in your fellow guests. You never want to completely turn your back on anyone while you're talking, and you really also, while you're on a communal table, be open to other people joining the conversation. It's not really polite to be having a private conversation at a communal dining table. Are you cutting your food into bite-sized pieces before you start eating? This is a common mistake that makes you look like you're not familiar with the correct table manners. Are you aware of which order to start eating? It's from the outside in, and do you know the correct utensils to use for each meal? If you're uncertain, just have a quick look at what the host is using, because they'll be doing it correctly. Using your napkin, you want to place the napkin on your lap when you sit down. The napkin should be unfold and then folding off, and the opening should be facing you. And you're going to use the napkin to blot your mouth, not to wipe your mouth. Blot your lips very gently if you need to after each bite. Before taking a sip of a drink, also blot, because you don't want to leave lipstick marks on your glassware. If you are going to leave your table, place the napkin to the left of your plate, and you don't want to refold it, as this will indicate to the waiting staff that you've finished your meal. So you don't want to come back and see your meal's gone because you've incorrectly placed your napkin. And remember, your napkin is not going in your collar, it's not going at the top of your dress. It needs to be placed on your lap. Don't use your napkin to clean the silverware or to wipe your face or anything like that. And certainly do not use the napkin to blow your nose. Do not blow your nose at the table. If you need to blow your nose, excuse yourself from the table and go to the restroom, the ladies' room, to use the tissue. You spill something on your napkin, do not refold it. Simply place it to the left of your plate and request a new napkin from the waiting staff. If you're eating at a very formal dinner, you may be given a second napkin to use after your main course. This napkin is used for dessert and should be placed on your lap after the main course has been cleared away. Now let's think about your posture. We want you to maintain the correct sitting posture at the dining table. So sit up straight with your back against the chair. I know often we're told to sit on the edge to get good posture, but you need to be comfortable. You're going to be dining maybe for an hour or two. So you want to have like a neutral back. You don't want it to be curved and you don't want it to be hunched. Keep your shoulders relaxed and down. Avoid hunching your shoulders or rolling them forward. And keep your neck neutral, in a neutral position, and your head aligned with your spine and your chin not tucked in or feeling clenched up. You want to be nice and relaxed. Keep your feet flat on the floor so that you can have support there. Keep your elbows at 90-degree angles. This will help keep your shoulders relaxed and your spine in a neutral position. So you want to avoid slouching and leaning forward. And we're spending a lot of time on our laptops and computers and mobile phones, and we're all tending to be a bit more slouched over. So let's be aware of that, and then try and remember to change your position with your feet sort of 20 to 30 minutes at a time, and this will help to prevent muscle fatigue or any pain. When you're dining out or at home, it's a chance to catch up with friends and family, and it's not about filling your belly and shoveling in as much as possible when it comes to food so that it lasts you for the entire week. We want to be sharing stories and laughing together and not just focusing on how quickly you can eat as much food as possible, and giving yourself a chance to actually enjoy the people that you're spending time with. Dining is a time to try new things, and if you go out and you're always ordering the same thing on the menu, you're actually missing out on the opportunity to try different flavours and dishes and the textures, and your chance to explore new cuisine that you've never tried before. So use this time to relax and enjoy yourself and to de-stress, not be worrying about work and other obligations. You want to enjoy your meal and the importance of taking breaks from your day-to-day worries and enjoy making memories. There are a few reasons why we're taught to eat with our mouths closed and not interrupt people when they're talking in British etiquette and good manners. Eating with your mouth open can be seen as being messy and unhygienic. It can also be very distracting if you're at a table with somebody eating with the mouth open, and especially if you're making loud noises when you're actually eating the food as well. And if you're somebody who interrupts people when they're talking and you're not allowing people to finish their sentences, it's really considered to be rude and extremely disrespectful. It shows that you are not interested in what they have to say. We're at the table to enjoy the taste, the textures of the foods that we're eating, and when you focus on chewing your food, slowing down and enjoying food properly, you will really enjoy all the flavour textures that have been involved in preparing the meal you're eating. It's out of respect and appreciation for the people at the table and for the chef who's prepared the meal. And now it's especially important because we know how easy the spread of germs can be about eating with our mouth open and showing respect to our fellow guests, that they also have something to contribute to the conversation that is worth listening to. The etiquette of using your mobile phone at your dining table is basically turn your phone off or put it on silent. This is the most basic rule of phone etiquette at the table. It's rude to have your phone buzzing or ringing during your meal, and it's also extremely distracting for others. Don't check your phone during your meal. This means no texting, no checking social media, no playing games. If you need to use your phone for something important, excuse yourself from the table and take care of it. Don't put your phone on the table. This is a vital reminder that you're not paying attention to the people you're with. And if you need to use your phone, then put it in your handbag or pocket. If you must use your phone, be discreet. If you need to check your phone for a quick message, do it quickly and quietly, and don't hold up a conversation or make a big deal of it. Obviously, there are always exceptions to every rule. So if you are expecting an important call or text, then you can let the people know that you might be checking your phone. If you're on a business lunch, obviously that can be quite different, or dinner. So you can obviously use your phone to take notes or check your emails. However, be mindful. If you're on a business lunch or dinner, obviously that's slightly different because one's expect that you're still working, and you may need to use your phone to take notes or check your emails, but still be mindful of how often you'll use it, and again, try not to disturb others. If you're having a casual meal with your friends and your family, obviously this is different and more relaxed, but you still don't want to be checking your phone too often, because you're there to have time with your friends and your family, and it's rude if you're just got your face down looking at your phone when your friends or family are there and they want to spend time with you. So be mindful about your phone. It really is saying to the people that you're with, I don't want to be with you. I'd much prefer to be with the person that you're texting on your phone. So ultimately, the best rule of thumb is to consider the people that you're with and enjoy time with those people, and try not to use your phone too much, because it really is a sign that you're not really engaged in conversation with the people you are with. It shows a lack of respect. It can show that you don't want to be where you are. So put your phone away, relax and enjoy the meal and the time you have with the people you're with. And if it's your family, it's the people you love. So show them that you love them. In British etiquette, there is a specific way to indicate to waiting staff that you've finished your meal. To do this, you should place your knife and fork together on your plate, and you're going to be facing them in the 6:30 position, and this will signify to the waiting staff that it's saying to them, I am finished eating, and it's the international signal for I am finished eating. So once you've done this, your waiting staff will know that you are finished eating, and they can come and take your plate away. Once you've been using it, tablecloth rather, you should not place your cutlery on the tablecloth once you've used it, and you should not stack any plates or cutlery, and also you should not put your napkin on the plate once you've used it. It should be placed on the left hand side on the tablecloth. So if you follow these simple etiquette tips, you'll let your waiter or waitress know that you've finished eating in a polite and efficient way. Now we have the dreaded question: who is going to pay for the meal? If you're on a business lunch, then the person who invited you to the meeting is typically expected to pay for the meal. And this is because the meeting is seen as being a professional courtesy. And the person who initiated it is essentially hosting the meal for the other person. However, if the two people are of equal status, it's perfectly acceptable to split the bill. What about if we're actually on a date? Who's going to pay for it then? Once again, the person who invited the other person on the date is expected to pay for the meal. So if you ask someone out for dinner, it's considered polite to pay for the bill. Ultimately, what we're trying to aim for when we're going out for a meal is to handling the bill. It's about being polite, it's about being respectful to your date or business partner's wishes. And if one person is paying for the bill, perhaps you could offer to pay for the tip, or if you're sharing a taxi, you could offer to pay for the taxi, or you can be gracious and thank them and then try and send a thank you card and perhaps a little gift after the date. So think of ways that you can make each party feel appreciated, and that way everyone's going to be happy